Hello. So, Xbox 360. I have a lot. I decided I'm going to start with the Kinect games because that's a smaller stack versus my actual 360 games and go from there. So, I naturally got the thing that they advertised a bunch, the Kinectimals, because I am a child at heart. I actually have fun with it. Don't judge me. um, it did come with this. It's, I guess, game demos just for fun. Don't ask me. I literally have no clue what's on the demo disc. I didn't actually play it. Okay. Fable the Journey. So this is one of the few Kinect games that you actually can play sitting down. The game straight up tells you when you load it up to sit in a chair. And it scans for like a chair or a couch. The others pretty much scan for you to be standing. I haven't seen any other ones have you sit besides this one, which I thought was pretty cool because of the more current things like PlayStation VR. They have sitting games you can play sitting, if you will. So I thought that was nice that there is something from the previous generation that did have a sitting game. I'll be honest, I didn't really play it very much. I kind of was like, oh, I can play it sitting. And I had to move a chair back over, and I was like, okay. And you know, it knows you're ready by you doing this. Putting your arm up across the chair, like, I'm ready. I thought that was hilarious. Alright. I did play this a fair amount. Dance Central. So this is one of the best games for Kinect. The other best games for Kinect are the other Dance Central games. I'm just kidding. But seriously, Dance Central works phenomenally well on Kinect. The only problem is, after you dance for a while, you will be tired. Extremely so. While it's not stellar, Kinect Star Wars is still fun. As far as I can tell, the point behind this game is not that it's a good game, per se. Because, the Rancor Rampage doesn't work correctly, and the menu has a few times that it's a little wonky. There's times that C-3PO can't recognize that you're in the room. But there are things that work good in it, like the dance part of the Star Wars game, which is basically Dance Central. Don't ask me. The pod racing is pretty fun. Your arms will get tired. And of course, wielding a lightsaber is always fun, even if it's ridiculous. I happen to have a plastic sword in my closet that kind of looks like a lightsaber, but with rainbow colors. And I use that as like my prop. You don't need one for this game, but I used it just so I wasn't going like this, like an insane person. It's fun. I mean, that's the whole point behind a game, right? Is to have fun. It doesn't have to be good if you're having fun. So I've not actually played this. I just know it has like 20 things that you can do in it. Carnival games, monkey see, monkey do. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's different carnival games, I guess. I mainly got it so that I'd have another Kinect game that has like mini games and stuff on it to get an idea of how the mini games and stuff work on the Kinect, basically. And that's because I was doing so terribly on this game. Kinect Adventures. I am physically out of shape, apparently, because I was so exhausted after one minigame on this. I was like, maybe I should play the carnival game first. I'm tired. And that was just from doing the little rafty thing that they show on the back here, where you duck things and you jump in place to get going. Yeah. Now, I did have fun with like the fish breaking the water thing. That stretched my arms a bit more than I would like, but it wasn't as physical as jumping in place. and like the dodgeball slapping balls game. That one's pretty fun. But yet again, I think this is the case with any Kinect game. Expect to pause and go sit down and go, I'm tired. Just give me a minute. If you play it for like more than a couple minutes at any time. Like, I've noticed at any time, I end up taking breaks at various intervals. Alright, and then this, which I love Dragon Ball, okay? I don't care if the games are cornball. Dragon Ball Z for Kinect lets you do a Kamehameha. I don't care how goofy this game is. I can Kamehameha in it. That makes it a winner in my book. I don't know if it actually has the free Goku hair in it or not. I don't think it does, because I got it used. Yeah, it doesn't have the actual hair thing that it's talking about. Though that would have been hilarious, and I would have used it. Alright. But yes, so this game, it has you do, it says 100 plus Dragon Ball Z moves. Honestly, a lot of them are, if you've ever watched the series, a lot of them play kind of similar. Few QR codes inside. Anyways, it's supposed to be the whole Dragon Ball Z saga in the story mode. What is this about QR codes inside? Probably just missing stuff that I could probably just look up online on my phone. It'd be my guess. So I don't think there's any QR codes actually in the guide. The guide's just telling you about how to read codes. Hold the QR code up. Gee, no thanks for telling me the obvious here, buddy. Yeah, I'll just have to look them up online if I want to do whatever that is. But you Kamehameha, okay? It's something that, like, anybody who likes Dragon Ball, has watched Dragon Ball when they were younger, at some point, you did the mimicky thing and you were like, yeah, Kamehamehas. I grew up watching, like, Sailor Moon, and I watched some of the Dragon Ball back then, and I always thought the Kamehameha was cool. So, I mean, it wasn't until later I actually watched the entire Dragon Ball series and started watching Z and was like, oh, look, it's more bizarre. Okay, let's go with the only collector's one I have. So I took the sticker off, so I don't even remember how much I paid for it. I know I got it used, although it was new. Just trust me, it was at a used game store, but it was still saran wrapped with everything in it, and it tells you straight on the back here what all it comes with. It comes with this, the animated series disc 1, a bonus DVD, which it tells you what's on these things, and then of course the game itself. So you slip it out of this sleeve. So I like how the sleeve is. You can see like his face with the thing. That's how you can tell that's the deal whenever you remove it. I'm like, alright, that's cool. So you got the steelbook, him with his claw hand. And on the back, you got old Dante, and he's still on the back of this thing. They only did the cool thing with the front, with the new guy, Nero. Inside, obviously, you got your booklet. Who cares? The inside is like the background area where the game takes place, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, then you, of course, you got the discs inside. You got the bonus DVD, and you got the game. I've not actually bothered with either of these discs, which is lazy on my part. I do want to check out the anime someday. Because I was like, oh, cool, there's a Devil May Cry anime. So, they give you basically a sample of the anime. Because if you open it up, it advertises that more of the anime is to come with discs 2 and 3. There's going to be a disc 2 plus collector's box, is what it says, and disc 3. And it tells you, you've played it. Now see the violent, sexy shoot 'em up spawned from the game that sold millions. And it just goes on. And, who cares? I never really liked these cardboard things. It's always so hard to get these discs out. I would have preferred had it came, in a separate case with it, but what can you do? So it contains the first 4 episodes. They call them missions, reminiscent of the game. And then it has specials from the game, cutscenes, an E3 preview, and the Tokyo Game Show preview. And then there's anime extras, a special interview with the guy who voices Dante. Promos, I don't know what that is. Clean opening animation, which that just means there's no obnoxious text on screen. Clean closing animation, same thing. And advanced previews, whatever that means. Previews are different from promos, I guess. Whatever that means. But yeah, you just kind of got a glimpse on the back. I'm going to put this back with my anime discs when I'm done. I just pulled it from my anime shelf for now because I knew it came with this. And it's the only 360 collectors I have. The rest of my 360 games are just 360 games. So I specifically got this version of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing because that's Banjo-Kazooie. I don't remember if any of the other ones had anything special with them. I want to say that there was one release of it that came with a race car driver. Not that I care. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Don't ask me, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's Blaze Blue or Blast Blue. I always call it Blast Blue. Continuum Shift. I like this series. It's an anime fighting game that has some ridiculous storyline bits. I actually really get into playing these games. The first game I ever played actually was, I believe, the sequel to this over on the Vita. And that's when I picked that one up. I haven't beat that one yet because I get distracted easily. But I legit love that series, and I think those are the only games I own in the Blast Blue series, is Continuum Shift, and then I think it's Continuum Shift Extend or Plus or something like that on Vita. Which, it might be the same storyline for both of them, from what I could tell, but there's differences between the two, because there were some different cutscenes in the Vita version. I don't care. I still enjoy playing it. Alright, XCOM, Enemy Unknown. So it's kind of a strategy RPG. That's what I consider it. Because you create your characters, you dole out their points into different categories, and it's up to you to not screw up in order to protect mankind. Technically, there is no good ending. You just play until you lose, as far as I can tell. I mean, the longer you survive, the more stuff you get to check out in the game, basically. But at some point, you do eventually just finally succumb. But and XCOM 2 plays off the premise that you eventually lost in this game. That's the whole point. But it's still fun to play, even if inevitably you do eventually lose. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. So, I'm not sure if this should be considered a Resident Evil game. It's more like a shooter game. Because you got way too much ammo, you have a huge squad of people, you're not by yourself. And you're just kind of mowing down zombies like they're nothing. Sometimes the zombies don't even look like zombies. I'm not even sure. At first I was like, I'm not sure if I'm actually killing zombies or if these are just other soldiers. It's not really clear. It just tells you, you're sent in to purge all evidence of Umbrella's involvement, so you're technically working for Umbrella in this game. All survivors must be eliminated, which makes me think maybe I am killing humans. I really don't know. And it says all roads lead to hell. I mean, there are some things that are clearly zombies. I mean, like, clearly this is like a Mr. X reincarnate, but the problem is he's kind of lame when you got a rocket shooter launcher thing and your squad buddies are pew pew pewing. Even the AI can kill these zombies like they're nothing because this game is easy. It might be because I was playing on normal. Maybe normal is just really easy. Or maybe this game is just kind of poo-poo. I don't know, but it's fun for the idea of just mowing down zombies. That's about the only joy I'm getting out of it. Just, I can blindly kill zombies. Alright. This game was given to me by somebody for Christmas. In my family who has absolutely no idea what my taste in games is. So Black Site Area 51. I mean, I'll check it out one of these days. It's gotta be better than that Resident Evil game, right? I mean, it's pew pew and aliens instead of zombies. I don't know. I've heard it's an okay game. I just never bothered with it because I couldn't have cared. This game is like so much reading, I kind of got bored and didn't play. So El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. I mean, its name is killing me here. This is, experience and adventure. Yeah. I mean, I believe it's supposed to be an RPG. It's just... The opening had me kind of like, I have no idea what is going on, and I'm not sure I care. Part of me cares, but part of me was bored. I'll check it out one of these days. It's one of those things where I'm like, one of these days. Is it high on my list? No. Will I eventually check it out? Yes. I'm a sucker for playing a Wolverine game, okay? Especially if it plays fun. So, X-Men Origins Wolverine, I mean, you can chink his claws out and then cute. I'm simple. I can get out claws and I can cute. A bunch of enemies like they're nothing. And he has, like, rage mode and whatever. I honestly don't completely understand his rage mode. I mainly just kind of was like, I kill enemies, running forward. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just fun. I have fun. That's all there is to it. So this is one of them shmup games with the bullet hell. I am terrible at these kind of games, but I like the anime. So I want to get good enough just to see the storyline. The short little storyline. I know it's not a long storyline, but I want to see it anyways. Because it's like, oh, look at these cutenesses. Yeah. Like, legit, if this was an anime, I'd watch it. Okay? So, I'm probably butchering the name, but Akai Katana. I know Katana. I'm not sure. Akai? Akai? I'm not really sure. But it tells you on the back, it's the blood katana. So, whatever. Yeah. I just want to figure out the best mode to go through the game one time, at least, to see all the storyline. And then go back to just sucking majorly at the bullet hell part. It's one of those games. I just kind of got it because it looked cute and pretty, and I don't care. It was fun. I played it, I don't know how long I played before I finally gave up because I wasn't getting anywhere. Alright. So, no cover art here, but Deus Ex Human Revolution. I mean, I played for a little bit. It was fun. I had other things to do. I'm not really sure what to categorize it as. I mean, in one sense, it's an RPG because you level up your robot parts, but in another sense, it's just kind of a shooting bad dudes game. I don't know. I finished this game, Tomb Raider. I legit loved this game. Although I do think she moans a little too much. Just after a while, I'm like, all right, this is fan service. Ugh. But I didn't find that many of the optional like tomb stuff to raid though, so I didn't really feel like a Tomb Raider. It felt kind of like running around with bow and arrow, trying to not get shot. It reminded its playstyle really reminded me of Uncharted. That was what I kept thinking as I'm playing it. I'm like, and I'm playing Lara Croft the Uncharted. Lara Croft the Uncharted. Lara Croft the Uncharted. But with bow and arrow. I mean, I found the bow and arrow better than the gun at times, basically. But I mean, there is some stuff that's fun and cool in it. I mean, I'll give it that. Will I play it again anytime soon? Probably not. Did I like it? Yes. I just don't see me going back to it anytime soon because I already finished it. That's just one of those things. Alright. Deadpool. I legit need to get around to this game. This game is hilarious just based off of my first, 4 hours-ish. Just screwing around in the beginning, trying to get all the achievements for touching things in his apartment and messing around. And then when you finally leave and you start fighting stuff, and he's still talking to himself, it's funny. It's even funny on the back. It even gives you his little thing. Taking the gorgeous view. Shh, be very, very quiet. Cannot cut in. One day you'll be big and strong like me. Bang, bang. Here's why you need my game. Insane action combo skills capture all my good sides. Loads of X-Men cameos, hotties included. Katanas, I know words. And guns and bear traps, oh my. And then, this is what awesome looks like, quoted by me, as in Deadpool, quoted himself. Yeah. It doesn't have to be silly. But yeah, at the beginning, the whole thing is that he is directing his own storyline in his own game or something like that. It's very break the third wall and laugh tons at Deadpool. It's very Deadpool inspired. It's something he would do. It's definitely something he would do. If you've ever been familiar with the character of Deadpool, it's something he legit would do. It's one of them type games. You're like, yep, it's Deadpool. Mm-hmm. It's 100% Deadpool. For all intents and purposes. Alright, so... my nose. Alright. What is behind this? This is like a flyer. Yeah, that's just advertisements. This is telling me what's on the disc. Alright, so I need this. I don't need the advertisement for Fable 2. We'll get to that game. I do own that. Alright, so ignore the booklet for now. This is what I wanted. So, I've only played the base game of Mass Effect. And somebody sent me this. It is the Platinum Hits version. So you have the actual game, and then you have the bonus content disc. So from what I understand, Yeah, so I have to put the bonus disc in and select to install the DLC from the bonus disc if I want to do it this way. They now have that Legendary Edition on Game Pass, so as long as that's still on Game Pass, I'll probably play that. But there's still the fact I own this and I like this. All right, so it comes fully loaded with the Bring Down the Sky bonus episode. Okay. All right, and then it tells you to do the DLC. Once you're on Normandy's command deck, locate the galaxy map, zoom out to Milky Way view, and move to asteroid X57 in the Asgard system to do the mission. So that's something I'll have to check out sometime. So outside of that, so it tells you a brief summary of what it's about. There's a new enemy, the Batarians, and only you can save the millions of colonists on Terra Nova. And you have to battle the Batarians. New codex entry. New rewards await. Alright, who cares? Anyways, there's also documentaries. There's 7 documentaries, 3 never before seen exclusives that are only supposedly on this disc. I say by now they're probably online somewhere. The Sci-Fi Channel's Science versus Fiction Mass Effect documentary special. 4 combat gameplay videos of the game. 6 historical Mass Effect trailers. I have no idea what that means. And then, of course, there's also gamer picks for your like Xbox Live. A theme. I don't know if that actually works with current Xbox Live stuff, but whatever. 600 images with artist commentary for a behind-the-scenes look at the making of Mass Effect. And then a soundtrack, 20 tracks from the soundtrack. So that's kind of cool. So I don't know if I'll actually play this version, but I definitely would check out these. I'm definitely at some point going to check out the documentaries, the soundtrack, all that happy stuff. Since Legendary version does include all the DLC and stuff like that. Not a top priority since, like I said, I have beat Mass Effect before, but I do at some point want to play through the series in order because I never beat Mass Effect 3. So I beat this one and I beat 2, but I've not touched 3. Which 100% on me. I bought the game and then I kind of wandered away. I don't know why I didn't go ahead and finish it. So, one day. Alright, Brutal Legend. This is another game that I played a fair amount of, and I really don't got an excuse for why I didn't go ahead and finish the game. I mean, I was having fun with it, and I made like a ton of progress. I played for several hours in a row. I saved the game, went to bed, and then the next day played something else. Because I'm weird. Alright. Yet again, no cover art, because life, but, The Darkness. Great original naming here, but that's good enough coverage as far as what cover art would be anyway. I know you got like demon stuff that you can use and a gun and something about a girlfriend. I don't know. I I remember I read what it was about. It sounded cool. Bought the game, haven't played the game, because I'm terrible. So, this is listed as limited edition. Only thing it came with was a poster, which is on my wall over there somewhere. And this is what the poster looks like. Just this image, but white in the back. And there's a reverse side to the poster, but who cares? Yeah, this is what the poster looks like. See, there's the white. I don't know if there's like any image of the other side of the poster I could show, because I ain't gonna go get my poster off my wall to show you. Oh, duh. I guess it's based off the comic version, is what the image is based off of. That's kind of what the other side of the poster looks like. It's slightly different, but that's the gist of it. Yeah, so I guess I don't even know if these codes work. Comicsology code for the comics probably does not work. And then some bonus content downloadable stuff. Yet again, if the codes are not expired, I don't even know. They could be used codes. I could have used them for all I know. I don't remember. But I honestly, I bought the sequel whenever I bought the first game because I was like, yeah, it's definitely my style of game. I'll get to it, and then I still haven't got to it. So this is 2 games in one. I just mainly got it because it was cheaper to buy this game with this game than to buy this by itself because I don't know. But Marvel Ultimate Alliance, as in the first of the Ultimate Alliance series, fighting game. I'm simple. I like silly things. It came with this Forza Motorsport. Just don't expect me to actually play Forza 2 Motorsport. I didn't even know it was 2. It's no thing. Not packaged for resale. No kidding. But yeah, it has both the booklets inside, and then you got the 2 discs. Whatever. I'm more into the fighting game than I am the driving game, obviously. So this is, I believe this is an RPG. From what I understand, it's RPG. I just haven't really got around to it. So Project Selfie or something like that. Arc of Deception. It's like a sci-fi spacey thing. It looks cool. It's by Square Enix. I don't know. I just mainly got it because it was Square Enix and you're in space. And I was like, that looks cool. And then I didn't play it. Okay. So it says in 99 nights. So it's not necessarily an easy game. It's kind of hard. It's like an action hack 'em slash 'em game. It's one of those games that kind of reminds me of like Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors and all those beat 'em up a million times games, and they'll eventually die. It's definitely harder because some of those games can be really easy. This one's not one of them. This one's hard. But the storyline is pretty cool. The graphics are awesome. It was something I was definitely was enjoying. It's hard, and I kind of put it aside because I was like, I'm getting my butt kicked. So DMC Devil May Cry. I know full well people do not like this particular entry. And I understand why after I played for about an hour, and I was like, yeah, he's kind of a idiot. So I'm not completely crazy about his character in this one, that's for sure. I don't know why they rebirthed Dante. I mean, the original Dante is way, way better. But I will eventually play this Dante just because I'm curious where they go with the storyline in this. Not that I'm sure it's anything more than him cussing a bunch and being weird. I mean, it still plays the same as the other Dante games. You still got your sword, your guns. It's still hard. It's still fun in its own way. Alright. This is a 2-in-1 game that I actually will play both games. So you got Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventure. I will play literally any Lego game because I am simple. I like Legos. And I can't afford Legos, but I can still beat the snot tar out of Lego people. So, I will do it. And then Kung Fu Panda. I like the Kung Fu Panda movie. I'm okay with the sequels, but honestly, number one's still my favorite. I don't know that I'll ever watch the sequels again, but I can get behind watching number one again. Like, anytime. It's still fun. It still makes me laugh. The sequels, not so much. I'm kind of like, I'm over it. Will I still see the next one that comes out whenever it comes out? Probably. Alright. So, yeah. I'm simple. He's a panda. It's fun. I'm honestly hoping you can play as more than him. I want to kind of play as her. Tigress, or whatever she calls herself. She probably calls herself Tigress. I feel like that's her name. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here's a RPG I actually played some. My foot's itching. Eternal Sonata. So, this version of Eternal Sonata is considered easy. The PlayStation 3 version is considered hard. There's no middle ground. I got this version. So what is this? Does it remind... Okay, yeah, it's based off the composer Chopin. Loosely. Like, as in, probably not at all. It's supposed to be Chopin on his deathbed. His music is in this game. The classical Chopin music, which is very beautiful music, is in this game. Alongside a bunch of silliness and strategic RPG battles that are complicated. Plus, there's like this huge storyline. There's all kinds of collectibles. There's this cute girl. There's a bunch of stuff that don't make any sense. But that's not why I got it. I didn't get it because I expected this to make sense, because it's not going to make sense. The storyline, as far as I can tell, is never going to make sense. It's entertaining for the fact that it doesn't make sense. And I feel like at the end, I'm still going to be like, I have no idea what the story just told me. But it was fun and cute and beautiful and wonderful. Like, there's parts that are kind of sad and stuff, because after all, it is supposed to be about this guy dying. But it's still, despite the fact that it deals with death, it's still a really beautiful, fun game at times. It has really beautiful music, obviously, because Chopin's music is, I like it. Okay. And then, of course, just the game itself is really fun and pretty. It's one of them RPGs that I need to actually play it. I played through, I don't know, like 8 hours worth, and I was like, this is gonna be a long one that I'm gonna want to complete, because I can collect music discs. And then I put it down because it's like, yeah, I'll come back to you when I'm ready to put that much time in it. So, Infinite Undiscovery. I don't really know much about this. I do know it's an RPG. Does it even tell me? Humanity calls for salvation. Yeah, the world eclipsed by chaos. Humanity cries for salvation. I really don't know. I do believe it's supposed to be like kind of like a dungeon crawler. Woo. But I really don't know. This is one of those so long they put it on 2 discs games. And that's part of why I don't really know much about it. It's just like the opening doesn't tell you anything. That's one of those games. I'm like, Square Enix, stop doing that to me. It's more like the opening was just prattling on, and I was like, I want to play. And then I started playing, and I said, I take it back. I take it back. I take it all back. I'm getting my butt kicked. I'll get to it eventually. I gotta be ready for a difficult game. Blue Dragon. I don't even remember who made this game. They put the sticker in such a way you can't even see. Microsoft? Game Studios? Really? I mean, it's such an anime game, I wouldn't have thought that. Alright, well, I mean, legit, there's an anime spin-off from the game. Um, it's an anime styled RPG, and it's very anime RPG. Um, I would have seriously swore it was made by the same people who made Dragon Quest. Because I mean, look at this stuff. Did they just scream Dragon Quest to you? I don't know. I am simple. It just Akira Toriyama made the characters. Okay, yes, that explains it. He made the other. Alright. Microsoft borrowed him, or they had some dirt on him or something. I really don't care. It's an RPG, and I love this art style. I don't even care if the game is goofy. From what I understand, the game is like long and tedious at times. But it's one of those games that I would still enjoy it anyways because I am a simple person. I just love this art style. So, yes. I think any game that I find out that Akira Toriyama had something to do with, I'm bound to get a hold of at some point. Just for the art style alone. Even if the game ends up being crud muffins. But that game, I definitely will have fun with. I don't care. Lost Odyssey. So I keep hearing this is a great RPG. So I'm an idiot or something? But it's the first hour of the game I can't get past. I got stuck in the first battle of this freaking game. And died. I died to the first battle. I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I read all of the text. I paid attention to the storyline. And then I was like, wait, I got killed? And then I tried again. And then I died again. And I said, what the hell am I doing wrong? And I was like, I'm going to go back to it. I let some time pass, as in years. I come back to it. I go to this battle again. I fared better. I still died. The enemy almost died, at least. The enemy had, like, this much life left. And I died. And I was like, I can't beat the first battle in this game. What am I doing wrong? So, I guess I'm a dumb butt. I'm truly great at RPGs. I don't know what it is with this game. That I'm just too stupid to beat the first boss. I'm doing something wrong. I do not know what I am doing wrong. This is one of those games I backlogged it because I have got to do some kind of research into what the hell I did wrong. Because I don't know. I legit don't know. If somebody has played this game, is watching this, and can tell me the secrets of the battle of this stupid game, let me know. Like, is there some kind of trick to the battle system? Is there something I'm not seeing on the screen? Because I without fail, have died every time I tried to do the first battle in the game. I just... And I'm like, what am I doing? Maybe I went the wrong way. I have no clue. I am clueless as to what I'm supposed to do. One of these days, I want to go back to it and actually play the game. But for now, the case is I'm a dumbass that can't get past the first battle. And I mean, I really want to. Granted, it's a long-ass game. It's 4 discs. It's just, I am too stupid. I am too stupid. I would love to. Maybe one day I'll just look up a guide and it'll have an explanation. Or somebody nice will comment below and tell me that the battle system is batshit and that you have to actually know what the hell you're doing before you start the game. Because I seriously think that's the case. I think you're supposed to know how to play the game before you play the game. And that could explain a whole lot of things. It really threw me off because it says he's immortal. Like, that means he can't die. Lies. Seriously, I have no clue. I don't know why I'm so mad about that. Lego Dimensions. So, I haven't bought any of the extra packs or anything like that yet. But I do have the whole Lego thing put together and put away out of my way until I actually play the game. I played for about an hour just to get a feel for it working, and Connect your console to the internet. Please do not return to store. Happy to assist you with any parts. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, what is this? I've never actually looked at the junk it comes with. But I played through an hour because that gets you through like the opening and gets you into playing and doing, things. Oh gosh. So this is showing you, these were just the starting sets. There's been sets that were added after this. And I know that because I do not see all of them on here. But that's okay. Now you're probably wondering, well, what one do you not see on here? Well, for example, Sonic. Sonic got added at some point. I legit want to get the Sonic one at some point. So this is one of those games that they try to get you to collect all the stuff for. And while I don't see me getting all of it, I do see me getting a fair portion of it, or at least some of it, just for the giggles. Because it is still a Lego game that is fun, and I am a sucker for a fun Lego game. You start out with Gandalf, Lord of the Rings. What's her stinking name? She's from the Lego movie. I don't remember her name. And Batman. Like Batman. They each have their little Lego peoples. And they each have their uses. It has its own like storyline thing, and then each of the add-on packs have their own level with its own storyline, separate from the main game. So you can play the main game, and then later on do the side stuff. I hope that makes sense. I'm not in a huge hurry for it because I want to wait until I get some side stuff to do. Fable 2. I mean, it's RPG. I'm a simple person who wants RPGs. I played this, I don't know, quite a while. I found a chicken to kick, but I couldn't figure out how to kick it because I'm stupid. Like, I want the trophy achievement for kicking the chicken because you're not supposed to do it. It's a bad action. I wanted to do it just so I could see the achievement, and then I just was like, I don't know what I'm doing. That was basically what I did. I was like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going or what I'm doing. Wanders around aimlessly talking to people. What am I doing? Fights a few evil things. What am I doing? Wanders around aimlessly some more. What am I doing? Fable 3 was more of the same, but it starts out in a way that lets you do a bunch of stuff at first, and then it says, ha, joke's on you. Like, thanks? Just, yeah. So as you, like, play out a certain amount of stuff at the beginning, and then things happen in a cutscene, and you're like, what? I don't know. And then I ran on doing more stuff for a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to play the series in order. I'll start with Fable 1. Which now I hear there's another Fable coming out, but it's just called Fable. Is that number 1 being remade? I don't know. I feel like they're trying to hurt my brain. I'd say most likely what I'll do is just play the Fable on the Xbox disc I have. I think I should be able to play on my Series X. I'll have to see if it's backwards compatible. If it's not, I always can hook up my Xbox. And then digitally play through the lost levels because they should be accessible via the Fable 360 thingy I have that I got at some point thanks to my Game Pass Ultimate subscription. I don't know. Then 2, then 3, then the Journey, which is the Connect thing. And then I'll look into whatever this new Fable thing is. If it's just a remake of the first game, I don't know if I'll bother with it. I might, if it's good. Who knows? Because, I mean, you could go through the game as good or evil, and I'm probably going to play as good the first time through each of the games, because, duh. So, if that's just a remake of the original Evil Time? I don't know. Time will tell. Anyways, that is it for my 360 games. Which, thank goodness, because it took long enough. Almost an hour. Yeesh. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time with other games. Because I have more systems to cover. Bye-bye.